Hello everyone, how you going? And welcome back to NonononoYES. Now I hope you've taken your heart medication because this sub just likes to take us all on roller coasters, but it does end in a good thing. But anyway, let's just see what it's got. So then, starting right off with, I saw a semi-truck video and it reminded me that this happened. An active road and a 30-foot drop into a river down that bank. Now, to be honest, I have absolutely no idea what it means by that title, but let's just wait and see. Oh, this person, oh, where's it going? What's going to be happening? Oh, come on now, I want to know. Where's it? Yes, going to come into it. Oh, okay, now I see it. Oh, man, I didn't know what to expect, especially because they said a semi-truck. I just expected there to be some kind of a collision just about to happen, but no, this person just, well, I guess narrowly missed the other car or the other truck in the US, you'd call it. But no, considering the fact that they said that was a 30-foot drop, which is 10 meters, basically, oh, man, that is certainly a decent way to fall down. You don't want to be doing that. But no, these videos always just confuse me because, well, generally the person is actually in the car and then all of a sudden once they get out of the car it actually just starts rolling. Like, do they have their foot on the brake the entire time? And then as soon as they actually just go to get out of the car, that's finally when they take their foot off the brake. It doesn't even make sense. Like, who is just sitting there with the car in neutral and not doing anything with their foot on the brake but not have the handbrake and knowing that you're going to be leaving the car? The entire thing just never makes sense to me, but I guess, you know, everyone's either distracted or whatever it may be. Either way, it just never makes sense to me because surely you can actually just remember to do one thing, you know, either just have their foot on the brake, or I guess actually don't do that because as soon as you take it off, but just put the car into gear, because if nothing else, at least once the gear's actually locked, the engine should be able to hold the car from especially just rolling on a flat, and then as well as the park brake and the handbrake and all those kind of things. So really, I just never understand how this happens, but obviously it does. And to be honest, I can only assume that this person just freaks out, but they are literally like, I don't know, they've rolled 3 or 4 meters before they even manage to get out of the car because they go, oh, the car's rolling. Like, surely just get back in the car and put your foot back on the brake where it was 2 seconds ago, and then the entire situation will be fine. Because like I said, it just doesn't make sense what is going through people's minds. I mean, I guess if you're just kind of freaking out and you don't know what to do, maybe you're just completely distracted, like your mind's just completely distracted, not you're just on your phone or anything. Because surely your first reaction isn't to kind of get in the way of the car door that is rolling backwards at you, right, as you're actually the driver of the car. Like, none of it makes sense. I guess at least if nothing else, we did have this one guy to just run and dive and save the car, because even though the title obviously said that there's a 10-meter fall right behind that car, really I feel as though a real semi-trailer just coming through and just cleaning up the truck is probably going to be worse than taking that 10-meter fall at some times. But hey, what can I say? This video absolutely delivered in terms of what I said. You know, it was always going to take us on a roller coaster and I had no idea where it was going. You know, sometimes you can tell and sometimes you just can't, and this one definitely did that. I think this goes here. I just wanted to record the view. What view? Oh no, that looks very icy. I actually thought that was going to be sand, but no, that must be ice. Wow, he just absolutely went for a tumble. That would have been so cold. You would just be going, thank goodness I didn't go over that handrail. I mean, I don't really get to see if there's any handrail or anything there. It kind of cuts off. I mean, there's other handrails down the stairs, but otherwise we don't really get to see it. It's just all a blur. So in saying that, it would have been a hell of an effort to actually just go in. I mean, really, you might have to kind of toss your phone, but just get your hands on that handrail and it shouldn't break. I mean, maybe it will, I don't know. But I certainly feel as though something is surely going to be able to stop you if you just kind of get your hands onto the ground. But no, I just can't even begin to imagine how much a fall like that would actually ruin your day. I mean, I don't know really how high it is, but I feel as though you should be able to survive that. And so really, the entire thing would just be so cold. You've obviously ruined your clothes in terms of just having them wet. You're just going to have to deal with that entire situation. I mean, I guess that's also just hoping that the lake isn't completely frozen over, because otherwise you're probably just going to go splat. But no, I guess we can kind of see that there's a little bit of water and things, so it wouldn't be too bad, but it would just be very, very cold. But I must admit, I feel as though this guy should definitely have been wary, or at least kind of just known what he was getting himself into when doing something like that. You can definitely see that that is definitely just kind of a slippery ramp, and so I don't know how else it would have gone besides you just taking it as a slide instead of a stairs. I mean, perhaps you were just hoping that your shoes were going to be able to save you, but really you can just tell that everyone surely that lives in a cold climate just knows how slippery ice can be, or is really, and so you must know that you're just going to be going for a slide in that situation. I mean, in saying that, I guess I do have to commend this person on staying on their feet, because they absolutely just took it in their stride. You know, they've just gone and completely just slid all the way down, you know, staying on their feet, just kind of snowboarding with no snowboard. And also, unless you kind of count every single stair as a no, I feel as though they should just a no the whole way and then finally just a yes when you actually get to stop instead of just going over the edge, because it would just happen so quickly. I mean, I guess we can kind of see how quickly it happened, but when you're actually in the moment, it would happen even faster, or maybe just in slow motion. One of the two, I guess. But either way, the entire thing would just be going, oh my goodness, I just don't want to be going into that lake, and I certainly hope that I brought a spare pair of clothes, because you're either going to be needing a dry set or maybe even just a brown set after this kind of incident. Finally, success. What is going to be? Whoa, oh my goodness, wow, it is so well. I actually feel as though I've seen this as a kind of a trend. I don't know what's going on here and how they actually have that many milk crates. And oh my goodness, what was that backflip? He seems as though he got infinite airtime on that thing. This guy is just an absolute magician. I want to see this from the start again. Here we go. Come on now. Wow, he was doing so well to fall from the top. Like, you'd be at least, like, I don't know, 2 meters meters up or something, but then he just managed to go all the way down the last 4 or 5 steps. That was insane. And also, to be honest, I feel as though by the fact that everyone else is reacting the way they do, everyone has just been failing and failing and failing. This guy's the first guy to actually make it over the bridge. But no, I can absolutely understand why this would be so difficult to do, especially on grass. Like, I feel as though if it was on concrete, you could go, okay, it's a nice steady floor, it's not going to go anywhere, you can just kind of up and up and up and up and up, and I'll be fine if I just kind of keep my balance. But whereas when you're on grass, the entire thing just might suddenly change when you put weight on it, so you're just never going to know. And maybe that's what happened to this guy, but he just actually managed to have the technique and the skill to, I don't know, fix his entire situation. And so really, I would just love to see this video from the start, because I feel as though every step would just be a yes, but every step is also a no, because you just know that your center of gravity is just getting higher and higher and just getting more and more unstable. So it would kind of be a yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, ooh, oh no, and then he finally just actually does it. It would be great to see from the start. But no, like I said, I feel as though I have seen something about this. I certainly haven't seen this video, but something about just people walking over milk crates, and there's been so many massive stacks. I mean, I don't know why people have so many milk crates, but hey, I guess if these milk crates are just going to be otherwise just sitting there doing nothing, this is certainly a good game. You know, you get the entire community involved apparently in terms of in this circumstance, and so, you know, everyone gets to have a go. Hopefully no one just breaks a wrist or anything like that, but if it's a little bit of fun, then I certainly don't feel as though it's a bad thing. Really, the more I look at it, the more it just looks as though he's walking on water or something. You know, those other milk crates just go flying out the back, but he maintains his entire balance the whole way down the other side of the bridge, and so yeah, he's been very well done. And I don't know what kind of magic he's using, but I certainly feel as though this could go on black magic ridiculousness. And so really, considering the fact that this guy just starts halfway across, we don't really get to see the no the whole way around. Even though this guy does manage to get the yes, I feel as though there have been plenty of casualties, and that's where the no's have come into. So if you're gonna do it, just make sure you're safe about it. Near miss, hey? What the hell am I looking at here? Is this gonna be no? Okay, I thought it was actually gonna be the people playing the Titanic. Whoa, okay, that is oh my goodness. I certainly did not expect that to happen. I had no idea. I thought it was gonna be some massive water thing. I mean, I guess I probably should have had some idea considering the fact that the title said near miss, but that is insane. That is a large chunk of ceiling. And it isn't even the fact that I just managed to go one side of him. It literally went both sides of him perfectly. It almost just went in his bucket, and that would have been pretty awesome at the same time. But no, you absolutely just have to be making sure that you're watching out for things like that, because obviously the ceiling has collapsed once, and so it can definitely continue to do that, especially given the fact that there's a water leak. You know, water can be so destructive, especially when you're just dealing with, I don't know, gyprock, and I don't know what that ceiling is made of, but just foam and all of those kind of things. It just will destroy the entire roof. And so look, even though this one is obviously a very, very short no, yes, it's kind of just a no and yes, oh my goodness, okay, that gave me a heart palpitation, but at least I'm alright now. At least that guy's alright. But at least in saying that, we know what sub we're on, and so it's not the kind of sister sub of this, and so you go, oh my goodness, that would have ended quite badly otherwise. And so to be honest, I feel as though the entire situation is just kind of backwards in terms of how it's being dealt with. I mean, maybe they just can't do it, but I feel as though you just want to be turning off the water supply before you actually try and just bucket up and mop up the entire thing. I feel as though it's a little bit backwards, you know? And even though I guess turning off the water doesn't 100% mean that the ceiling won't completely collapse at a moment's notice, I feel as though it is much less likely that anything like that is going to happen, because you just don't have these suddenly waterlogged pieces falling out of the sky. So even though I do understand that this guy wants to be catching the water in the buckets, I just don't feel like it's worth it. And so look, obviously this guy was lucky this time, but I certainly hope that they actually just change their approach about how they're dealing with this, because what if the entire ceiling collapses? Then what are you going to do? You can't just be holding out a bucket and just holding the water. No, you're literally just going to be raining and showering with ceiling, and you know, if it's going to be waterlogged, it's going to be weighing a little bit, and so I don't think you're going to be having the best of times. And so even though in a perfect world an incident like this would never happen, at the same time, at least everyone that has seen this video, and even especially that guy that has experienced it, has just been taught a lesson about surrounding ceilings and just dealing with faults. They may lose the game, but they win my respect. Oh, here we go. We've definitely seen this one before. It is an absolute masterclass of just, I don't even know what to call it, but just insane levels of just hand-eye coordination after a lack of hand-eye coordination. Really, the entire thing is just so well done. I mean, I do remember, I'm fairly sure they do get disqualified, so it's a bit of a bummer, but when you only take it on face value, it is an incredible thing to witness. You just go, no, and you're just holding your breath going, oh my goodness, this is the Olympics, just don't drop the baton, and they just manage to recover. I mean, I can only imagine that doing something like this in an Olympic race would certainly not net you first place, but hey, maybe you're just so far up front and you're just completely out of it. You go, oh yes, we're about to win, and that's why the thing happened, not the fact that you just completely were a little bit of a clumsy and emotional about it. And really, I'm just forgetting whose fault it is. I'm fairly sure actually it was kind of both of their faults. You know, there was just obviously a lack of communication, whether it would just be training or what, but they've just gone, oh, do we have it? Oh, no, I don't have it. And then the thing is just in mid-air all of a sudden, because even though it is obviously in slow-mo, really, it just floats on the guy's arm and in between their hands for multiple seconds there. But hey, like I said, I've definitely seen this video before, so at least for me, it was definitely just less no's and more just going, oh my goodness, I just can't wait to see this incredible transaction happen again, because really, the entire thing is so well done in the slow-mo, and really, you gotta give props to the cameraman, because they tracked that thing perfectly. Really, to the point where it almost makes you think that they were in first place, but either way, the entire thing just ended up being a bummer, because they were disqualified. You know, the guy's foot touches the line, and so the entire thing, even though it's awesome, was kind of ruined, and so it's kind of a yes, yes, no, 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 yes, yes, no, no in the end. He never gave up. Oh no, is this going to be a flag? I don't know if I've seen this one before, but there is just always so many people that just aren't able to get the flag upside down, left, right, center. Look at him, he's still going, it's still backwards, he just can't figure it out. Maybe it's because he's just thinking, oh, it looks fine for me, but then he has to kind of picture it from the camera's perspective. Oh my goodness, he's still going. Look at him. Oh, there we go. He finally figured it out. Look at him, and now he's happy at least. But no, like I said, just what is it with flags and just people not being able to figure them out? Surely you actually just bring a flag and you know kind of how to use it, you know, how to present it just correctly before you actually just take it out onto the seat. So even though I guess it does give you a whole bunch of karma on Reddit, I just feel as though you just be so embarrassed. I mean, maybe you just don't care, you're just so happy about holding your flag up. But I just know if that was me and I just managed to kind of hold it up in the same place multiple times, you know, he actually just did the same thing and just wasn't able to get it, I would just be so embarrassed going, oh my goodness, I shouldn't have bothered at all. But to be honest, I think my favorite part about the entire thing is the fact that you can just see that everyone in the background is just trying to help him out. They're going, no, turn around. Everyone's standing up, just going, no, this way, that way. Everyone is just actually just trying to get in it. I mean, obviously everyone's also just wants to be on the Jumbotron, whatever it's called, but either way, they're just going, no, you need to flip it around. What are you doing, man? Just hold it up correctly. And so even though everyone is definitely laughing at the fact that he just can't get it right, at least they are also just helping him out. I mean, judging by the amount of attempts that it takes for him to get it, I don't know how much it really helped, but it's the thought that counts, I guess. And actually, in saying that, I feel as though this is kind of the longest no I've ever seen. I mean, it's kind of a more light-hearted no, so I don't really know if it's a full no. You're just kind of laughing at the fact that it's a no. But hey, I guess in the end there is definitely a yes, and so the other ones do have to be no's. But no, the entire thing is just kind of more light-hearted, so I don't feel as though it just hits as hard. It doesn't take you on a roller coaster as much as you're just kind of laughing along with the guy just stuffing it up. And you really do have to give it to him. He never gave up. But like I said, he was just so proud to hold up his flag. He's obviously just brought it to the game. He's going, yes, finally, I'm actually on the camera, whatever it may be. You know, I'm going to be seen on TV on the Jumbotron, like I said. So I feel as though if you're able to have an attitude like this guy does, and even just have a smile like this guy does, no matter what you do, you might be just going, oh, whoops, I guess I'll just try again next time. Oh, whoops, I'll just try again next time. And it doesn't matter how many times you get it wrong, as long as you get it right in the end, you just be all smiles. And so now finally, for the top of the month for NonononoYES, we have man jumps through car window to try stopping it before it hits the houses. What the hell am I about to experience? Okay, where is this man going to come from? Where's the car going to come from? Oh, okay, we've got two guys coming out here. Oh, which one? Oh, there's that guy in the red shirt. Oh, wow, my goodness, that is crazy. He doesn't back out like the first lady did. No, this guy just completely goes absolutely for it. And really, there were just so many witnesses there. That guy would just be a town hero, you know? He absolutely saved that house from just having a car plow into it. And really, I can only imagine this is probably another person who just didn't put on the handbrake. But either way, regardless of how that actually happened, that guy just fully committed. Like, I've never seen such commitment. That is crazy. And even just the speed of his decision making, you know, they run up to the car and the guy goes, okay, obviously he's traveling at speed. I don't know if I'll really be able to open the door, but obviously the window's open, so I'm just going for that. And really, from there, the rest is just absolutely history, because he just has his head and half his body in the car. And so, you know, if that car doesn't stop in time, he's suddenly just going for a roller coaster ride, just like we just did. And even though a few of us have probably just had a couple of heart attacks, you know, I don't say I didn't want you, you know, take your medication if you have a heart condition, because this stuff is just brutal in that regard. But I feel as though this guy just absolutely would have come off worse than we did. I mean, I guess he just would have had to have had the uttermost confidence that his body weight was going to slow down the car. And I guess it makes sense when your balls are that massive, but still, like, the fact that he was just able to do it and just fully commit and not kind of pull the handbrake and back out, that is ridiculous. And so yeah, I can just absolutely agree that this is the top of the month for NonononoYES, because this is just insane. The fact that everyone else is just kind of panicking, the other friend or whoever that guy is just kind of holding his head, just going, oh my goodness, I don't know what's about to happen. But that guy just knew what he was doing and he did it well, perfectly. And also, I've just seen it, I'll probably have to go back and kind of zoom in hands, because I just want to be able to see it. Where is it? I want to see, pausing and kind of just frame by frame for me. This guy has a bottle of something in his hand, and I don't know if it's water or vodka or what, but I feel as though, considering the fact that he's kind of holding it by the neck of the bottle and it's see-through and it doesn't seem to have anything in it, it is probably a vodka bottle. And so for this guy to be kind of drunk, I mean, maybe it kind of explains the entire situation thinking about it that way, but really, for this guy to do this entire thing, just absolutely commit to the car while also maintaining the fact that he's got a bottle in his hand, that is just absolutely unbelievable. So what can I say? Obviously, we already agreed that this is a top of the month kind of post, but the entire thing has just been taken to another level, and I feel as though it just belongs on so many more subs than just this one. But anyway, with that hard racing post just out of the way, that is going to be it for the top of the month for NonononoYES. So thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to the YouTube algorithm things down below and let me know if you had a favorite post on any of these. I certainly know which one is my favorite. Other than that, we check out awesome posts all over Reddit, so make sure you check some of the other videos out now. Or hey, maybe even just want to consider subscribing so that you don't miss another one of these in the future. Well, and all, have a good one. See ya.